Hi, Rob with Oxy-Dry, and here we are doing the final stage on or step on this about a 6 or 7 year old carpet. I had many stains all over it. Go back to the previous video, and yeah, it was just covered in stains, but I did figure out it was from her homemade spot remover she was using with Dawn dish soap and vinegar and lemon juice and whatever. Anyway, they've all come out, so let's do the final step, which is to post-vacuum groom with the Hoover Hushtone, which is my brand new one. 2 days old now. One of the reasons I determined that the SETT, which is a very good vacuum, is not ideal for this type of work is, at least the one I have, is a automatic adjustment for the height, and sometimes it just lowers itself down onto certain carpets too low, and it's really difficult to move it. It latches down, and you know, you can't be using a vacuum all day long that's stressing your shoulder so hard. You do that for long enough, you're gonna, well, wear out. And we have to be aware that we have to pace ourselves and take care of ourselves, you know. So yeah, that was one of the reasons. But this is an excellent vacuum. I'm running on the low power low power setting to do my post vacuuming. I normally do. I think the low power setting is probably about the same power, or close to the same power as most vacuums are normally. I think that and I do. One of the things I did conclude was I don't think the SETT actually picks up as well as this, and I didn't do any real scientific sort of testing or whatever, but what I did notice is that the bag just didn't seem to be filling up very quickly. I used it for a few weeks there, and whereas this vacuum, I'm filling up the bag, seems like every few days at least. So I think this one actually does pick up better. So my other one I was using still works fine, but the hose I have had to, it starts to split after, you know, a couple of years. The hose will, you're pulling it and stretching it and everything. Eventually those stretchy hoses will break. On every vacuum they do that. And then the brush roll was almost worn out, so rather than go and buy a new hose and a new brush roll, which would probably end up costing a couple $100 probably, for me anyway, in Canada, it was just made sense just to go buy another vacuum. Not a big deal. You can see there's some wear in the doorway here, which is normal. What happens is you get a dulling. The abrasion on the yarn itself will give the carpet a dull appearance because the light does not reflect off of the dulled surface like it does off of the shiny surface where no wear happens. So it could be perfectly clean but still have a dullness to it. And you have to be able to explain that to your customers. And I have my little plastic little section of acrylic plastic, and half of it's scuffed down and scuffed, the other half is clear, and I'll show that to my customers sometimes if they're wanting, if I need to explain it, and they understand as soon as they see that. It makes sense. Back was a bit out of whack there. I think we got it. Okay, we're back down the hallway. The carpet's looking really good. You can see there's pooling and shading happening there. That's That's what you see right there. That's that dark patch. If you go and look from the bedroom, it'll be the opposite. That'll be dark and that'll be light. So that's the same with here. This is pooling and shading with the pile leaning one way or the other. Gives it reflects the light back a little differently. That's all you're seeing there. That's not dirt. Okay. We're gonna stop and we'll take a quick. I just want to see what's in the bag. Oh yeah, practically empty the other day and I'm already almost full. Okay, let you go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.